Here at Petosa Accordions, when you get an accordion from us, we like to say that you're now part of the family.
My great-grandfather, Carlo Petosa, immigrated from Italy in the early 1900s, and he landed in San Francisco.
He went to work for the Bugari Accordion factory in San Francisco.
Took his skills from there and decided to head up to Seattle as his new home.
Bought a house and started building accordions in the basement of his home in the early 1920s.
After the war, the demand of accordion picked up, and he eventually decided, with my grandfather's help, to go over to Italy and start a factory.
Production has continued over a period of time to shift from the US to Italy. I got in the business in the late 1970s, headed the business for the last 25 years, and now I have my son, Joe Petosa III, our fourth generation. In 2022, we celebrated our 100-year anniversary.
I think when we're talking about people who are looking for a Petosa accordion, we're talking about people who want the best of the best.
With the new blue star rings in the solid chair. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I tested several Petosas for the first time today, probably 10 different ones, maybe 8 or 10 different ones. They were all very, very good accordions. I came in specifically because I'd heard about the blue star reeds, and I wanted to see how those are, and they are nice. They are very nice dynamic range.
When people try a Petosa accordion for the first time, they can instantly tell the quality of the reeds, the compression of the bellows, how low the reeds are in the left hand.
People will notice their first time playing a Petosa, the bass mechanics, the mechanical feel of the keyboard, the balance of a Petosa, and how it fits on your body closer to than most of the other accordions that they might have tried in their life. Our Petosa models stand alone in the industry as an individually crafted instrument, each one being made one at a time. The process is slow and painstaking because our attention to detail is like no other. For example, our Americana line is a great example of standard high-quality Italian production, where we are able to streamline the production for the everyday accordionist and offer a great value for the North American accordion market.
With the Americana, we have created an accordion that maintains that level of quality that we really seek here at Petosa, with a slightly reduced amount of features to create a price point that's more attractive for modern day players.
The Americana is made for somebody who's looking for a lighter weight accordion. Maybe does some traveling, some touring with a band.
For most, the Americana will be the instrument that they're going to be happy with for the rest of their lives. For those that have that itch after playing the Petosa instruments, we leave that opportunity open to them to come back in within a year and trade it back for full value towards the Petosa. The diatonics that we're making now and starting to introduce are finally at last the most durable accordion that the market's ever seen.
It sounds very bright, very loud. It was built right. As for the norteñas, is something that is very, very important for us.
Our reeds are guaranteed for life against breakage, which a lot of folks in that genre of music that play, they're used to constantly maintaining their instrument and breaking reeds. With our new Norteño series, we're going to help solve the problems of durability and reliability. Petosa accordions are built to last, and due to the high quality material, it's not uncommon to see a 60-year-old accordion that's worth 5 to 10 times what it sold for back in the early 60s, for example. And that's just due to the fact that we built these things to last, and so the longer they last, the higher the value is when they're aged and broken in. And in fact, some of those accordions that are 60 plus years old are even more sought after.
What makes a pre-owned accordion here at Petosa so unique is the level of service that it's just received. After certification processes and service that goes into them, they're instruments that play like they did when they're new. And so it's almost a trip back in time in some cases to play an instrument, that was built in the 1960s and have it perform in such a way that most people would be astonished by.
So the fact that we're able to stand behind our work from a service standpoint, also offer a new accordion warranty essentially with our certified pre-owned accordions, is something that you may not hear of very often in our industry, if at all.
We also carry a full line of digital accordions, and we see a lot of people that are returning to the accordion after they retire, and it's a perfect thing for them to slip into because it has new challenge and it holds new interests for them, and they feel like they're really kind of cutting some cool new ground with it.
Another great feature of the digital accordions is the option to have several freebase models in the left hand. This is something that if you're getting an acoustic accordion, it's really expensive to get a converter or a freebase accordion. They're also difficult to come by, and you can't change the systems.
Joey's grandfather I met many years ago. Absolutely most gregarious person you'll ever meet in your life, but it was tempered with something very unique. It was tempered with a passion and a confidence that I don't think I've ever seen anywhere else. And I understood it as soon as I tried one of the accordions that had his name on the front. Yeah.
His ability to connect with people on a level that was far beyond superficial. It was a true love for every person that he interacted with. And that came through very clearly to the people on the other end of that. My grandpa lives on today through me in some regard. The fact that my dad and I get to see each other on a daily basis and we get to work on this project we call Petosa Accordions every day together. It's priceless, it's extremely special to me.
We're invested into this more than just making and selling something. We've got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in a product that we've had for 100 years.
Joe Petosa took over this business from his father, who founded the shop in 1922. Now he's watching his own son carry on the tradition.
Becoming a customer here at Petosa is a bit like joining a family. Sorry to say that, but that really is the way it is. We really enjoy long-term relationships with our customers.
We always say when you buy a Petosa accordion, you become family. I feel like that's a very huge part of what sets us apart.
Thank you so much.
Hearing a family name progress through years and it's still strong today, that means something. That definitely means something to me.
I imagine my grandfather's up in heaven looking down, proud of what my dad and I are doing together, keeping this going, not only maintaining it, but actually honoring what he started and improving it in every way possible.
I feel like I'm part of the family being here at Petosa. That goes without saying. It really goes without saying.
No.